thing to give you. Me and Clay, we found this in back at this lake I took him to. It's got to be over a month ago now. I think I already showed it to you. I'm not sure, but do you recognize this?
It's fossilized Wendigo poop.
So you know.
Took a look at it while you were out.
I already knew. Is there a way that I was thinking, like, what if there's a way you could analyze this to maybe?
That's not going to tell us anything that you want to know, at least.
That I want to know. It's going to tell you something
It's
that
only
you want to know.
No, it's only going to reveal its contents.
It's just DNA.
Besides, it's probably not even the same Wendigo. Remember, the one we're hunting is a spirit. Spirits have no need for feces.
What do you mean the same Wendigo? There can be more than one.
That's the problem.
It's basically guaranteed that there's going to be other ones out there. So
there's no use for this.
there's no use for it.
Hey, it's a neat collector's item, if nothing else.
Collector's item.
Is it really that hard to wrap your head around that there's others?
I mean, if there were others, you'd think that they would want to go after me and us as well.
They don't often hunt as a pack.
Wendigos are rare and far spread. It's not like you're going to find two in the same, I don't know, couple 1,000-mile radius, maybe.
Right?
And if you do, you got a big problem on your hands.
Just to know.
Just one Wendigo, even if it's just a spirit, is a pain in the ass to deal with.
Hey, Ryan, do you remember a few years ago, guy's name, I saw it in Clay's journal. You mind if I have a look at it?
Sure. Where did that thing go?
Ah, there it is. There was a man that you and I have actually, done some research up on. His name is, here it is. Dr. Jack Fiddler. Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
The guy who hunted down the Wendigos for his tribe? You ever heard of him? He's a legend among Wendigos.
News to me.
Interesting.
But then again, you should remember that I'm a wildlife biologist primary, not
Right.
the primary.
You're a wannabe Wendigo researcher, I forgot.
Yeah.
I see you got a TV in here. Does it work?
Oh, does it?
Let's see how well. Get the mushroom right there.
I already got it.
Come on, you're gonna kill yourself.
I know what I'm doing. You think this is my first time playing this game?
Alright, you use those, kill those things, the plant things.
There's no need. I can just go right past everything. Why bother when you can just, skip the whole level?
Okay.
Shortcut. Reading
I'll show you a shortcut. I might be a bit rusty, but I can sure as hell do it a ton better than you.
Oh, can you now?
Oh yeah. Give me another beer.
Yeah, that one should still be cool.
You distracted me.
You told me to get another beer. Let me show you how it's done.
This is bullshit. You're running low on beer. Ryan, we're gonna have to make a stop here soon. Get some more. Ah. God, Schwartz, what is with this stuff?
What do you mean?
It's fizzy. It's almost like you put champagne in it. What the fuck?
Maybe I did put champagne in it. You got a problem with that?
I do. It's all over the place. God.
I think it's just that you're bad at this.
I'm not bad at it. I'm just rusty, alright?
So that.
I'll get this lottery right here. Right, like. I'm done with this game. Ryan, how far out are we now?
About 45 miles, let's say.
Perfect. Did you get more ammunition?
For what?
The guns. We ran out of ammunition. Did you pick some more up?
I mean, that was partially your fault, but yeah.
My fault. I was just rusty.
You know.
Did you stop playing that?
What? No problem with that.
Yeah, there is. Come on. Do you have ammunition or not?
What do you think?
I mean, you ran out. Apparently, you didn't have enough before.
I had plenty. You just wasted it all.
Didn't waste it. I was practicing. That's all.
Whatever. Yes, we have ammunition.
Good. Once we get to Spokane, we will locate that blade of yours, Ryan.
Indeed.
Perfect. You mentioned you had a lab up here. Are we going to be stopping by there today?
We will. Before we hit that lab, I think we're gonna stop by and see if we can't find Ryan's weapon. If we can get that before heading to the lab, we'll be a lot safer than if we just went straight to the lab.
Okay.
Now, this is not assuming that the Wendigo's gonna follow us. In fact, I highly doubt it is.
It's all the way back in Montana, dude.
Exactly. But you can never be safe with the locals of Spokane in the first place.
And it did follow us, or at least me and Ryan, from Minnesota to Montana, so
Well, at the time, he was technically with you.
true.
So, we should be good.
Perfect. Thanks for the cure, by the way.
Cure.
Yeah.
Sedative.
You gonna be
I
able
haven't-
to find one? A cure?
I'm not gonna find one. I'm gonna make you one. I just need to get the right research equipment, figure some stuff out. That's primarily what's gonna happen at the lab. Is I'm just gonna do a couple more experiments, see if I can figure out how to concoct the right combination,
Perfect.
get all this nonsense cleared out.
Maybe if this nonsense could figure out a cure faster, I wouldn't have wasted your ammunition.
This nonsense is the whole reason you're alive in the first place. Just keep that in mind.
Do me a favor. Keep looking through that journal of yours. Maybe you'll find some sort of notes that Powell took on a possible cure or fix.
I already gone through the book like twice now. Ain't nothing in there for a cure. In fact, as you openly said, he knew nothing about psychosis. So.
You know, Schwartz, speaking of that book, Wynn and Powell, you know, he mentioned something to me at Blackheart Falls a few weeks back. He said that he worked with a Dr. Christopher Schwartz. Your first name isn't Christopher.
No, I'm not Christopher. Christopher's an associate of Powell.
You said you're Powell's associate.
Powell considers everyone he works with his associate.
He does.
Well, more so I was his assistant. He considers everyone he worked with his associate. But Christopher worked on much larger projects with him. And various other sources. So,
I mean, that clears it up for me. But, speaking of that, it seems that my knife has gone, missing.
oh, what, that flimsy box cutter you had?
I used it to skin a few animals.
You want a knife that's not going to fall out on you? It's cast through the handle, won't fall apart at all.
This is a nice knife, Schwartz.
I do supply.
You get this while we were out? Or I guess, while I was out?
Maybe. not, I will announce that it was intended for you. I will keep to myself.
Attention, idiots. We are only about 5 minutes out from Spokane. Start buckling up.
Perfect.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Once we hit Spokane, we'll head to the location Ryan is positive his silver-bladed weapon is at, and hopefully we'll find it. If not, we'll just search around. But that's not going to happen because it will be there.
I intend on seeing what this blade that's spoken so highly of between you two actually looks like.
Shortly after that, we'll head to the lab. We'll pick up everything that I need, do a bit of research there. And in the morning, we'll head out.
Sounds good. And then, from there, it's hunting time.
It's hunting time indeed.
Ryan, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you said your blade's around here.
Last time I was able to contact it. This is where it should be.
Okay.
I doubt the Wendigo was nice enough to hide it in plain sight.
Doubt.
So we're gonna have to search high and low. We didn't throw it into the river.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Plus side is that, you know, it's not too horrible looking out here, so.
Yeah, Washington isn't exactly known for its nice weather, after all.
There's that too. So,
Are you sure we should leave the you-know-what in the van? We can always hide them.
this is not a private forest for us to walk through. This is a public park. Walking around with a few guns isn't going to make everyone too happy. Even if this is Spokane. So, we're going to leave
For sure.
we're going to leave everything in the van for now. The one and only thing that's coming with is the stagger.
This never leaves my side, and this never leaves your heart. Let's go. Look for it. Find it. Hell out of here. It's a bit hot out here.
Is this a spot?
Yeah. Should be buried just.
I don't. What?
Moved it again. It's gonna take me maybe an hour to get to the next location.
Well, we'll spread out. Search around the park until then.
We can't have moved it far. Spread out.
Alright.
I'll go this way. You two go that way. Split up.
All right. Can't be far.
Maybe it's over here. Easy, little guys. Easy goose. I'm just gonna check your water. All right. Easy, guys. Shoot. Shoot. Good goose. Easy.
Oh God, why am I searching here? There's nothing silver, it could be here. Wanna go in a barn touching it. Ah, not up here. Not down there either.
bunch of geese in the bushes.
By the fact that you are holding it, I should have known that you didn't find me. Obviously, I didn't either.
Sorry.
Well, that was not. Well, you're right there.
You doing okay, man?
I thought you said I wasn't supposed to get any more visions, any more things in my head.
What did you see? Tell me exactly what you saw.
Ryan, you know that cave I found you out?
Yes.
You know the cave that gave me my wound?
Same here.
The cave that he lost his eye. First time I've been into the Wendigo.
And the same cave I got stabbed at.
That exact cave.
What of it?
This
I saw something placing the sword there.
This is a bit interesting because this brings a new light to what I put into you.
What did you put into me anyway?
What I was supposedly supposed to put into you was a temporary, like a sedative for your psychosis. You weren't supposed to see anything.
To put it at rest.
To put it in a stasis.
You failed at it.
No, it looks like I partially cured it. Because it's no longer in the center mild state where you cure it. You can now see it through its eyes again. Essentially. This is great. This is phenomenal. This means once we get to my lab, I can figure out a way to finally figure out how to cure you.
You're saying I'm a spy?
For the moment, until we can cure you.
You're using me?
No.
No, we're trying
in
to
no way,
cure you.
shape, or form. Because
This
we
just
cannot
happens-
predict your hallucinations.
This just happened to be a little bit convenient. Because now we have an idea of where my weapon is. Thank you for that.
Thank you for losing it.
I was fighting a Wendigo. What do you expect?
Either way, there's nothing else we can do about finding that blade. So we're just gonna go over to my lab, and from there we can get together everything else, and then once we're done with that, we can stay the night, and then we can head out in the morning to leave back home.
Okay. Back to Montana.
Back to Montana. Once we head back there, we'll go back. We'll just head back up to the cave, and supposedly Ryan's weapon will be there.
Let's hope. Let's get back to the van.
Better pick those more beers.
No need to. Let's move. Alright, one of Powell's labs leads me up the stairs.
Howell's Labs? These are apartments.
Remember when I said the van was in high class?
Yeah, it's really not.
College professors don't get paid a lot.
I think you overdid it a bit with the supplies.
Oh, shut up.
Hurry up.
Alright. Rest up for now. Is there anything around the lab that you, or quote lab, that you might find to your interest? You can break into it or whatnot. Explore if you want. I'm gonna be here, do a bit of research. Let's see if I can do a bit more on figuring out what's wrong with you.
This is your lab, huh?
Powell's lab. One of Powell's labs.
Very inconspicuous.
Works.
You're supposed to. Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna bit of a look around.
Yeah.
See what you got around
I'm
here.
gonna join him.
Yeah.
See what he has in the fridge. Hey, Schwartz.
Yeah?
This wine good?
Oh, that wine's very good.
You drink?
Not often.
Not you, Ryan.
I'll take a glass. Why not?
Beauty. Very high quality cups you got here.
As I said, college professors don't get paid often. Or much, for that matter.
Cheers to a successful, partly successful day of exploring.
Indeed.
We're gonna have a look around Schwartz.
I already told you to do that.
The wine was good.
Something tells me you didn't enjoy it.
I need to talk to you alone, away from him. See, the issue I'm having with this whole thing is your silver weapon, was it? Yeah, that was nowhere to be found today.
Unfortunately not. I have a feeling the Wendigo moved it.
Moved it.
As to where, it'll take me a few minutes.
Okay.
Maybe an hour.
So, I need to tell you something. I saw something. Another vision. And I suspect I know the area it might be in. And that area, if I'm correct, would be the very same cave that you and I were afflicted at.
Of course it brings that. The thing that I value most, it brings it back to that place. God damn it.
We have to tell Schwartz. If
Makes
we don't tell
sense.
Schwartz, if we don't tell Schwartz, then if we go back up there, we're dead. Without that medallion thing he has, we're toast.
The Wendigo bone. It's useful. What's that?
It's a kid. It's a baby. Do you know who this is?
The mark. His head.
It's right there on his forehead.
Doesn't Schwartz have birthmark kind of like that?
Yeah, right around here. But why would Schwartz picture being Powell's? This makes no sense. What?
Nothing.
Why would Dr. Powell have a picture of baby Schwartz in his office? I don't like this. This is...
We need to go. Pack your things. We need to go now.
What do you mean?
Get your... Doesn't matter. Get your stuff. We need to get out now.
What happened?
What happened?
You're fucking kidding me.
I thought you said it wasn't supposed to follow us. To Spokane.
Not that one.
What do you mean, not that one? Relax.
You're being stalked by a second one just now. This one actually was physical.
Physical?
Physical.
Yes, which makes it much more powerful.
You know, if you ask me, we don't have to worry much about that.
Oh, so
Silver Blade. We might not have his, but we have mine.
we wouldn't get close enough.
No way. Not with that little thing.
If it's physical, we stand no chance. We need to get out of Spokane now.
Chad and I think we found the location of my blade. It's back at the pit cave. You know the location.
Well, yes, I know that.
Of course it would bring it there. So we need to get back there.
Remember, he saw it.
Yes. So we need to get back there now.
Well, of course.
Being stalked by a physical one, I'm gonna need that blade and I'm gonna need it fast.
If you ask me, Schwartz, this whole mission was a complete failure. You know why? Because we failed in obtaining his silver blade. We are now being stalked by two Wendigos. One in physical form that you claim is a shit ton more dangerous than the other one. And three, we are in a, quote, lab that looks nothing like a lab, and I don't believe a single thing you're saying about it.
I will give you 4 reasons as to why this mission was particularly successful.
Throw them at me.
Number 1, the discovery of that second Wendigo. We know it exists, so that now we have a way of evading it. We know it's out there, but now we have a chance to get rid of it. Once again, this can prevent it from ever reaching us. We will be safe from it. So number 2, your visions led us to the exact correct location of where his blade is. That cave. It makes sense, because that's where the Wendigo left Ryan. If it brought the weapon to where he left him, we wouldn't think that that's where it is. This leads us to the third reason. The partial curing of your psychosis. The fact that I was able to revert it from the mid-stage to the pre-stage, back to where you could see through it, is a massive boon to us. I can probably get rid of your psychosis completely.
But would we want to?
Unfortunately, yes, because the longer that it's in his head, the worse it will evolve, and the quicker he will reach the final stage. And number 4, I have all the equipment from this lab. It may not seem like it, but I have all the research and equipment to finalize the cure, to return you perfectly back to normal.
Okay, Schwartz. You're right. Let's go. But first, before we do, you want to explain this to me? I think you have a lot of explaining to do.
This will be a fun explanation. How was my father? Has been this whole time.
Is he? No.
Do any other questions, or do you want us to not be destroyed by the thing that could kill all of us?
Let's get to the van.
Pack the shit and get the fuck out of here. I can talk about this later, but for now we're in a time crunch. Just finish gathering all the supplies.
Better take that wine. I'm not finished with you.
You've always been weak, John. Ever since birth. You have nothing. I repeat, nothing except for your damn, idiotic, good-for-nothing fantasies. For all the times you disappointed me throughout your long and useless life, perhaps now you can finally prove yourself as having some actual worth to me. You are a complete failure! You will never be like me! What don't you understand about this, Sean? I mean, at this point, I've made quite a few mistakes in my life, but you are by far my biggest mistake yet. My research and my experiments have been all for one thing, and one thing only. To merge you both into one.
Silhouette against the wall. There's something in the shadows.